All right, welcome back to the Car Wash Growth Playbook. I'm Josh Taylor, CMO at OpSpot, and today we're going to talk about something that makes a lot of operators nervous when they first start building their marketing funnel. It's that moment when you look at how many free washes you're giving out and you start to think, okay, this feels like too much. Are we losing money here? Should we stop doing this? And if you've ever felt that tension, trust me, you're not the only one. Almost every operator hits this point. It feels uncomfortable because you're investing before the return shows up. And when you don't see instant results, your brain wants to pull back. But that reaction right there is the exact reason so many washes quit the strategy too early. This reminds me of a call one of our account managers had recently. He got on with a newer car wash that launched their text club in October. And the first thing the operator said was, look, we're giving away too many free washes. We want to stop. This doesn't seem to be working. And honestly, we hear that a lot. But instead of reacting, our account manager said, all right, let's look at what's actually happening here. And once he pulled up the numbers, everything changed. In just a couple of months, this wash had built a list of more than 2,000 people that had given their phone numbers. They had already had 30 plus membership conversions. They were getting predictable redemption rates. In other words, the funnel was working exactly the way it was supposed to. But the operator couldn't see it because he was judging the strategy way too early. He was measuring commitment before giving enlightenment a chance to do its job. So I want to break this down for you in the simplest way possible. Free washes work. They just don't work instantly. They work strategically. And the reason they work is because customers move through 3 phases before they ever become loyal, paying, committed members. And if you don't understand these 3 phases, free washes are going to make you nervous instead of excited. Let me show you how this works. So at the top of the triangle, we have curiosity. At the bottom right, we have enlightenment. And at the bottom left, we have commitment. Every customer starts right here at curiosity. They're aware of you, they're interested, they're thinking about trying you out, but they're not ready for a membership yet. They're not ready to commit to your wash. They're not ready to pay anything big. They're just curious. So the question becomes, what is the lowest friction step that someone can take to move forward? And this is where your free wash comes in. A free wash isn't the goal, it's the bridge. It moves someone from curiosity into enlightenment. Now let's look at enlightenment for a second. And this is where almost all the magic happens. Enlightenment is where your text club does 90% of all the heavy lifting. This is where trust is built. This is where people get to know your brand. This is where reminders happen. And this is where the habit begins to form. And the operators who get this part right here see massive long-term success. But the operators who don't understand this part, they panic. They say, nobody's joining. Free washes aren't working. Let's switch to another offer. Let's do a 50% off deal where nobody's going to opt in. And the truth is, nothing is broken. They're just trying to force commitment without enlightenment. And the commitment sits right here at the bottom left. This is where the revenue begins to happen. This is your memberships. This is where people start to build loyalty with your wash. This is where retail customers keep coming back over and over again. If you skip any of these, the triangle collapses. And I want to add something here that most operators never think about. Every phone number that you collect is worth about $15 to your business. And it's not because every single person becomes a member. It's because when you take the average lifetime value of a member and you divide it by how many people you need in your funnel, the math lands right here. About $15 of long-term value for every contact you collect based on the conversion rate of your text club. So when someone hands you their phone number in exchange for a free wash, they're not costing you money. They're handing you $15 of future revenue. For some of our washes, it's $27 and $32. And that is a very good trade-off. And once you see it like this, free washes stop feeling expensive because the phone number is the asset. The phone number is the pipeline. The phone number is what moves people from curiosity into enlightenment and eventually to commitment. Now let's go back to that operator we were talking about. The reason he felt uneasy wasn't because the funnel wasn't working. It was because he was expecting commitment while he was still in the curiosity phase. He wanted the bottom of the funnel without letting the middle of the funnel do its job. And this is the biggest mistake operators make. They expect instant results from a long-term strategy. And when they don't see commitment fast enough, they pull the plug right before the payoff arrives. It's like planting seeds and digging them up 3 days later because they didn't sprout yet. And then you tell yourself, see, seeds don't work. No, they do work. You just quit too early. And the best part is this operator is going to feel the payoff soon. They're about to run a flash sale. And when they send that campaign to their 2,000 person list, the results will speak for themselves because the moment enlightenment kicks in, commitment becomes predictable. And that's why I want to encourage you with this. If you're giving out free washes right now and you're feeling nervous or impatient or unsure, that doesn't mean the strategy isn't working. It means you're early. It means the triangle is still forming. It means you're in the stage of curiosity and enlightenment, and that is exactly where you should be. Free washes fill the funnel. Your text club nurtures the funnel. Commitment is the result of guiding people through it. So don't quit too early. Don't switch the offer. Don't pull back out of fear. When someone gives you their phone number, they just handed you $15 of future value. And they entered a system that, if you stick with it, will create predictable, stable revenue for your car wash. You're not behind, you're building something. So stay patient, keep going. The payoff is coming. All right, that's it for today. I'll see you next week on the Car Wash Growth Playbook.